You've cut the carbs. You've cut the carbs. You've done the cardio. You've done the cardio. You've counted every single calorie. And your belly fat is still there. Like, it's not even listening to you. Here's the thing nobody tells you. That's not a willpower problem. It might be a signal problem. Your body isn't being stubborn for no reason. It's reacting to 6 specific things happening under the surface, and most women have never heard of even one of them. By the end of this video, you'll know all 6, plus exactly what to do about each one. Stick around for number 3, because it's the one almost nobody talks about, even though it affects an estimated 1 in 10 women. Lisa is 42. Her weight on the scale barely moves year to year, but her waistband tells a different story. Every year, it's a little tighter. Her friends say, eat less. Her feed says, do more cardio. Influencers promise flat abs in 30 days. So she tries all of it, skips meals, doubles her workouts, cuts out the food she loves. Nothing changes. What Lisa didn't know is that her body was fighting battles she couldn't see on a scale. Shifting hormones, rising stress, and sleep that was getting worse every month. 3 forces quietly telling her body to store fat around her middle. Once she understood why, everything she did next finally started working. This video is that why. Stress doesn't just live in your head, it runs through your entire body. When you're stressed, your adrenal glands release cortisol, your main stress hormone. In a short burst, like dodging traffic, cortisol is helpful. It sharpens focus and gives you quick energy. The problem is when stress doesn't end. Deadlines, bills, caregiving, a difficult relationship, none of these resolve in 5 minutes the way a near miss in traffic does. So cortisol just stays elevated. And chronically elevated cortisol is linked to increased appetite, especially for high sugar, high fat food, slower fat metabolism, and a tendency to store fat specifically around the abdomen, not just anywhere on the body. Researchers have observed this pattern consistently. People under chronic stress tend to carry more visceral fat, the fat that wraps around your organs, regardless of total body weight. Your body genuinely cannot tell the difference between I'm being chased by a predator and I'm worried about rent. To your nervous system, stress is stress, and the response is the same. Store energy, brace for a threat. You could eat a textbook perfect diet and still struggle if you're not sleeping enough, because sleep is when your body actually does its repair work. During deep sleep, your body rebalances hunger and fullness hormones, ghrelin and leptin, regulates blood sugar and insulin sensitivity, lowers cortisol back down for the next day, Cut that sleep short and the dominoes fall fast. Hunger hormones spike, cravings intensify, energy drops, and insulin sensitivity worsens, all of which make fat storage, particularly around the belly, more likely. This isn't a willpower issue at 3 p.m. when you're reaching for the vending machine. That's biology. Your sleep-deprived brain is chemically pushing you toward quick energy food. This one is the most overlooked and possibly the most important. Insulin's job is to escort sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells for energy. But over time, with enough sugar spikes, cells can start to tune out insulin's signal. This is insulin resistance. When that happens, blood sugar stays elevated. Your pancreas pumps out even more insulin to compensate. High insulin actively promotes fat storage, especially abdominal fat. The frustrating part? Many women have this happening without knowing it. Common quiet signs include constant hunger, sugar cravings, an energy crash after meals, and belly fat that won't budge no matter what else changes. It's especially common in women with PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, where insulin resistance is one of the core underlying features, not just a side effect. If this sounds like you, it's worth a conversation with your doctor. A simple blood test can check for this directly. As women age, hormones shift, and where your body stores fat shifts with them. Estrogen plays a major role in fat distribution. In your reproductive years, estrogen tends to direct fat storage toward the hips and thighs. But as estrogen declines, particularly during perimenopause and menopause, that pattern changes, and fat storage shifts toward the abdomen. Many women describe this as happening overnight. Realistically, it's been building for a while, but the tipping point can feel sudden. Pants that fit fine in March don't fit in June. This is not you letting yourself go. It's a measurable, well-documented hormonal shift. and naming it can be the difference between blaming yourself and actually addressing it. Inflammation itself isn't the enemy. It's your immune system doing its job, like swelling around a sprained ankle. The problem is chronic low-grade inflammation that never fully switches off. Common contributors include ultra-processed foods and added sugar, smoking, chronic stress, sedentary time and poor sleep. Sedentary time and poor sleep. Persistent inflammation can interfere with hormone signaling and metabolism, and some research suggests it creates conditions that favor fat storage around the abdomen specifically. Notice how these 6 causes aren't separate boxes. They feed into each other. Stress worsens sleep. Poor sleep worsens insulin sensitivity. Insulin resistance worsens inflammation. It's a loop, not a list, which is actually good news, because improving one tends to improve the others too. Most weight loss advice focuses entirely on losing fat. Almost nobody talks about keeping muscle. Muscle tissue burns more energy at rest than fat tissue does. And starting as early as your 30s, women naturally begin losing muscle mass, a process that accelerates without resistance training. Less muscle means a slower resting metabolism, fewer calories burned just existing, an easier path to fat gain even with the same diet, Strength training is the direct countermeasure, and no, it will not make you bulky. It builds the metabolic engine that makes everything else, diet, sleep, stress management, work better. Here's the part that matters most. Every cause on this list is something you can influence. 1. Manage stress daily, not just on bad days. A 10-minute walk, a few minutes of deep breathing, time outdoors all done consistently, these measurably lower cortisol over time. 2. Protect your sleep like an appointment. Aim for 7-9 hours. Keep a consistent wake time, even on weekends. Dim screens an hour before bed. 3. Prioritize protein at meals. Protein supports satiety, preserves muscle, and helps stabilize blood sugar, directly addressing causes. Number 2, number 3, and number 6. 4. Strength train 2-4 times a week. You don't need a gym. Body weight, resistance bands, or dumbbells at home all count. 5. Build meals around whole foods, vegetables, fruit, lean protein, healthy fats, fiber. Reduce, not eliminate, ultra-processed foods. 6. Aim for consistency, not perfection. None of these need to be done flawlessly. They need to be done repeatedly. If you've been struggling with stubborn belly fat, it's worth asking a different question than, what's wrong with me? Ask instead, which of these 6 is showing up in my life right now? Stress, sleep, insulin resistance, hormonal shifts, inflammation, muscle loss. These are real, biological, well-documented factors, not character flaws. Once you know which ones apply to you, you stop fighting your body and start working with it. That shift from punishment to partnership is where lasting change actually begins. If this helped connect some dots for you, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We cover women's health, hormones, and sustainable fat loss every week. Drop a comment. Which of the 6 surprised you the most? I read everyone. Thanks for watching, and remember, your body isn't working against you, it's talking to you. This video was step 1 in learning to listen.